Justin, when you went back and looked at the tape, what did you like from your performance and what didn't you like?
Yeah, I thought, definitely like the times that, I felt like I was in a rhythm. I think, once we kind of get plays going, then, that puts the whole offense in a rhythm. So, we put a couple of good drives together on Sunday. Of course, things that I didn't like, I felt like, I wasn't necessarily playing my game. Felt like I was kind of robotic and, not playing like myself. So, my goal this week is just to, say F it and just go out there and play football how I know how to play football. And that's not, that includes thinking less and just going out there and, playing off of instincts rather than just of, so much, so to say, info in my head, data in my head, and literally just going out there playing football. I mean, just going back to it's a game, and that's it, because that's when, I play my best is I'm just out there playing free and being myself. So I'm going to say kind of just bump all the, what I should do, what I, this and that, like pocket stuff, like I'm going to go out there and be me. So, yeah.
When you are playing the way, when you're playing like yourself, what does that look like?
We'll see. So.
When you say thinking less, what do you think was causing you to think so much, maybe think too much?
Could be, coaching, I think. But, at the end of the day, it makes it, they're doing their job when they're giving me, what to look at, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I, can't be thinking about that when the game comes. I prepare myself throughout the week. And then when the game comes, it's, it's time to play free at that point. So, just thinking less and, playing more.
Hey, Justin, we've heard this before from other athletes. There are just too many coaching voices in your head at this point that you're trying to process so much. Is that part of what you're saying?
I don't think it's too many coaching voices, but I just think when, you're fed a lot of information at a point in time and you're trying to think about that info, like when you're playing, it's like it doesn't let you play like yourself. You're trying to, process so much information to where it's like, if I just simplified it in my mind, I would have did this. Like I saw a few plays on Sunday to where if I was playing like my old self, like we would have had a positive play. Like there would have been, a few more third down conversions. So I think that's the biggest thing for me is just, playing the game how, I know how to play it, how I've been playing it my whole life. So that's what I got to get back to doing. So.
There was a few times you felt like you were in rhythm and you liked the drives that you were in rhythm. Yeah. What does that look like and what does that feel like when you feel like, okay, I was in rhythm in that drive?
Just, after a big chunk play, we're on the ball, we're rolling. So I think, chunk plays and kind of getting back to back, like for the first drive, for example, we hit the dagger to DJ. Then we had a third down conversion choice route. So, that's kind of what that looks like.
So Justin, what was the 90-yard touchdown drive was another one where you guys a lot went well and a lot of different things worked. When you went back and watched that sequence, what struck you about that 8-play stretch of just going?
Yeah, like I said, we didn't let anything affect us. I think we might have had a penalty on that drive, but we got through it and we just played ball. We did what we were supposed to do. No matter the down and distance, we just went out there and executed each play on that drive. So that's what we got to get back to doing, and that's what we're going to do.
You talk about being fed a lot of information. When is that information being fed? Are you talking about on game day? Or are you talking about during the week? Are you talking about?
No, it's just, I think, there's been times where I just try to be a perfectionist and, nothing in this world is perfect. So, like I said, just, stop thinking more and, just go out there and play.
Justin, what has this conversation been like with the coaches? I'm sure that right now is not the first time you're voicing that this week about wanting to play more freely, more naturally.
So what has it been like, the coaches?
Yeah, what was the conversation? I assume you talked to Getsy, Eberflus, Janogo, somebody about what you're saying right now?
Yeah.
And how did that go? Like, what was their input on whether you were being a little too robotic or maybe trying to account for too many things instead of just playing freely?
It was good, but, at the end of the day, it's like, shoot, the conversation was good. I'm just gonna keep that private, to be honest with you, and just like I said, and just go out there and play. So yeah.
As part of playing freely, is that feeling free to take off and run the way? It seemed like you played freely last year. Do you want more of those elements now that you didn't have last year?
Yeah, I think you just have to have a healthy mix of it. Of course, there's going to be times where you are going to have to stay in the pocket, and then like I said, you're going to have to extend plays, make plays, get outside the pocket. Be a threat with your legs and be able to still throw the ball too. So just keeping that same kind of fluidity throughout the game. And
YouTube is.
This mouse tripping.
What up, everybody? Welcome. How's everybody doing? We're going to get started here in a minute. We're going to touch base on a couple issues, starting off primarily with the video you just saw of Justin Fields.
What's going on, everybody? It's G Walker here. We're going to get to it right away. We just got a couple of things we're doing right now, just letting a couple of people come in. So, hey, we got a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of things going on right now. So, hey, we're going to get to it.
As you guys are rolling it on Facebook, don't forget to hit that like and share button.
What's going on, everybody? It's G Walker, man. One half of the CNG Podcast. It's been a crazy day. We're glad to have y'all in here with us, man. It's been insane. From Justin Fields calling out the coaching staff to Allen Williams resigning. On this platform that we have here, we're not going to get into the allegations, accusations, everything of that nature. We're just going to talk about he resigned, and we're probably going to talk about who we think could do a better job as the defensive coordinator. But with that being said, we're going to give you guys this intro, and we'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Crazy day, man. Crazy day. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is G Walker, one half of the CNG Podcast.
And I'm CJ, the other half of the CNG Podcast.
G, you're muted, man.
What's going on, everybody? We are back. It's me, G Walker, and we got my other guy right here, Phantom.
What up, everybody? How you doing?
All right, y'all. And we about to get into it right now with a couple of things. We're just waiting on CJ.
Crazy day as a Bears fan, y'all.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Still got to handle a few things over here. Just give me a second. I'll be right back with y'all.
This right here was crazy, man.
Oh my goodness.
This right here was crazy, man.
Can we just say the whole day, just it from start to finish has been a circus for us as an organization.
It's just been crazy because, like we've been talking about, there was a disconnection with this team from the coaching staff since the beginning of the preseason. We just didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of things that's making this team not perform to the highest level that it can. Maybe there's more distraction from the coaches than the actual players. You know what I mean? And when the coaches are not stable and the coaches don't have stability, then the players don't have stability. then the players can't focus. So it's just a terrible situation, right, Phantom?
Bro, honestly, you know, I said it from Jump Street. I thought this coaching staff as an entire, from head coach and down, was a bad hire, all of them. And because I mean, you don't say you're going to be a modern offense and you don't go get a linebacker coach to coach your team. You know, you have a young quarterback with so much talent. You know what I mean? He's you know, ceiling is unlimited for this kid, and you go get him nobody to teach him the ins and outs of the NFL, nobody to help teach him and correct his flaws and errors, nobody to scheme and teach him how to play to his strengths. You know what I mean? You don't even go get him a veteran to mentor him. You know, nothing. You just nothing. And then you come to find out, look, now our already defensive minded head coach is going to have to focus even more on the defense because we have no coordinator.
I mean, that's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Everything around Justin Fields hasn't been ideal. It hasn't been ideal. But at the same time, there's moments in games where the quarterback can elevate and win you a game. Now, I'm going to go back to last Sunday where I completely saw Justin Fields not be good at elevating his game. Throwing balls in the dirt. There were wide receivers clapping their hands, running across his face, and he's not throwing the ball. So we can't blame the coaching staff on that. That's all on Justin Fields. Justin Fields has to be a better quarterback when it's time to make a throw. When a guy's running right across your face, make the throw, bro. Like at this level, you were the 11th pick in the first round draft as a quarterback. You should be able to make those throws. Those throws should be made. But I agree with what you're saying. But Justin Fields, he's not without blame, and we're going to get into that. But as far as Alan Williams today, it's unfortunate he had to be let go for whatever reasons. Like I said, we're not going to get into the allegations or accusations why he's not a part of the Bears anymore. We're just going to talk about why this particular segment is up. Why do you think he failed? CJ, why do you think he failed so miserably?
I just think that the defense never just you know, got into what he was trying to bring out there as far as you know, the scheme and, you know, as far as what everybody needs to do. They just seemed like they just was a step behind. The interior of the Bears front line is not where it's supposed to be. You got injuries on top of that, so it was just a bad mixture of a lot of things when it comes to this defense.
Yeah, it's like guys are not buying into the system. Like how many games have the Bears lost in a row? How many?
12.
How long have they been listening to Flus talk about the his principles? How long have they been listening to that? And eventually anybody's going to tune anybody out. So even though, you know, Flus is saying hit this and run this and fast that, bro, we lost 12 games in a row. We haven't won a game since last October. So what are you really talking about? Guys don't want to hear that, man. You got to produce wins. Guys have careers. Guys have families. Guys' contracts sometimes are based upon production. I'm not producing. Guess what? I'm not going to get paid. You know what I'm saying, Phantom?
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I honestly don't think that, you know, the team really believed in this coaching staff as a whole at all, because who are they? From top to bottom, who are they? Who like, not one of them is a well-known, established coach that has done something notable in the league. None of them. From Alan Williams to Eberflus to Getsy. None of them are established coaches that have done anything. None of them are from a lineage of high coaches like Andy Reid or Belichick. You know, none of them. It's
even a Doug Peterson.
Even a Doug Peterson. No, it's nobody. So you got a bunch of nobody coaches coming in preaching to you a principle that, as a whole, you guys are already like, I don't think this is gonna work for us. But fuck it, we're gonna come in and we're gonna try first year and we're gonna go. This year, it looks like, from offense to defense, it doesn't look like anybody believes it believes in this scheme, this coaching staff at all. It doesn't. They're not playing with heart. They're not hustling. It doesn't seem like they have faith in what they're being taught, what they're being schemed, what they're being preached to, and I feel like it's affecting everybody's play.
Right. and the person that's been affected the most is the quarterback. You know, Justin Fields did not look this bad for a string of weeks last season. We were told that he was making better reads. We were told that he was taking command of the offense, that he can change what he wants. According to Eberflus, he can change the plays at the line of scrimmage. Why aren't we seeing that? Why aren't we seeing that, CJ?
I just think that it seemed like it came from that first week, first week against the Packers. It seemed like they were on the right page, and then for whatever reason, it just got switched and flipped around. When the first problem hit, it got changed. And that's where you're starting to see a lot of the stuff going on with the Bears. They don't stick to the game plan. They switch a lot of stuff around. With the whole running with Roschon Johnson, they switched that. Like he ran a couple of times and then went to something else. Justin, you can tell that they're trying to do all these different plays and doing screen passes, doing all this different stuff. So they don't stick to the plan, and things are getting switched around with the plays and whatnot. So you could just tell it was kind of a struggle to see what they wanted to do, what schemes they wanted to run. And I just think the players just got they look so confused and so disconnected out there.
CJ, thank you, because it's such a discord. Like, gee, I like I told you when we were talking, just me and you. Don't take away anything that Justin's doing bad, but if you look at the second half of last season, there's a lot of plays that Justin's missing this season that he made at the second half of last season. What's the difference between that Justin and this Justin? And the difference is a whole off season of coaching. If you look at if you take an unbiased and step back and take an unbiased look at the whole scheme of things, look at all the play calling, not just the screen passes, but look at the inconsistency in play calling. What is the identity of this offense? We're not a run first team. We're not a run team, period. We're not a pass team. What is the identity of this offense? We have none. So therefore, Justin, it's forced everybody to be unsure of themselves. Justin has got so far in his head, oh, I need to be more in the pocket. I need to be this, that, and the other. He's gone so far in his head, he's gotten away from what makes him a good quarterback, from what got him to the NFL. Yeah, he had flaws coming into the NFL. We all knew that. It was all in his, in his draft evaluation. We as an organization failed him by not getting somebody to teach him and mentor him. But this season, I'm putting it completely on the coaching staff. There's no identity to this team on any level. We don't blitz on defense. We got a linebacking core that just sits in coverage the whole time. We don't blitz none of the linebackers. We got Jalen Johnson.
I mean, it's just the organization as a whole. It's the quarterback position. It's the guys from up top. It's the McCaskey family. It's a lot of things that's going on that it seems like the Bears can't get from under. Like you said, they're hiring people that they're nobodies. You know what I'm saying? Taking chances on a defensive coordinator who never had a head coaching job, or Luke Getsky, who was just a go get my coffee type of coach to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? And Allen Williams, that's just like his buddy, and he got hired. So you put all that together, and at this moment in time, it doesn't look like it's working. Ryan Poles coming from a Super Bowl organization, but at the same time, who was picking those groceries? You know what I mean? Who's really doing all them moves? Who's really the puppeteer? Who's really the puppeteer? Because right now, it don't look like he has any good evaluation standards. Because if you think about it, at least one coach will be good at his job. How the hell do we have all four phases? Maybe not just special team. Maybe special teams is good. But all the phases of the coaches suck. The defense suck. The offense suck. The head coach suck. It seems like Ryan Poles is not good at his job. Every phase of this team is average or below average at this point. So the players know the difference, and the players are playing a certain way. CJ, go ahead, man, before we get into the next content.
I mean, you hit it right on the head. I didn't like a single coaching signing what this team has done. I wasn't a fan of Eberflus. I wasn't a fan of Allen Williams. Luke Getsy, yeah, cute little hire, but that has not progressed into Justin Fields and the offense development. Allen Williams has not progress into the Bears defensive, team as far as development. So it's like, what's going on? It's like we're 2 steps behind as far as a team and an organization, and that's not a place you want to be when you're talking about rebuilding. But that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah, honestly,
it's not a place
it's a
you want to be.
regression.
Go ahead, Phantom.
It's a regression,
Go ahead,
man.
Phantom.
This year has been a regression so far instead of progressing. And as you said, G, it ultimately comes down from the McCaskies to Kevin Warren. I will say this in the defense of the McCaskies, if you look at the past 20 years, 20 years ago, they didn't really want to spend money. They were super cheap on everything. They didn't want to spend money on coaches, players, nothing. And then within the past 10 years, they've been more willing to spend money. The bad thing is the McCaskies have bad evaluation of people to bring in,
Interviewing.
to run their company, to run the team. I mean, we got Kevin Warren. I don't know who was behind. I forgot who was before him, but I mean, like, we get these general managers that are like, they make 1 or 2 good moves. Like Pace brought in Mac when he was in his prime. Good move, you know what I mean? And then, Eberflus, he does 1 or 2 good moves. But then everybody looks at the 1 or 2 good moves and they stay away, and they tend not to look at the slew of moves that haven't worked out. That just sucked.
All right. What's up, everybody in the comment section? Let's get to some of
let's
these
get to these comments.
Let's
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
What's up to the shout out to the Black Bear Podcast? He says he wanted to get the quarterback rushing forward, but they don't have personnel for it. He refused to send extra guys. That was definitely a problem of Allen Williams, man. Then we got Troy with the great James. What's going on, bro? He said the Bears should have got McDaniel from Miami or Eric from Kansas City. Again, he was out there. Eric was out there. He was out there for a long time because the thing was, is he going to get a head coaching job? You know what I'm saying? He still ended up being the offensive coordinator. So you got to look at the guy who's picking the groceries again. Let's get to the next comment. We got Ariel displaying saying Bears are a dumpster fire. Stop attending games and buying jerseys. Hey, man, you got to agree with that. We got Isabella right here saying these garbage GMs make you miss Jerry Angelo.
Damn, not Jerry Angelo.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, man.
Not Jerry Angelo.
Then we got a couple of other comments right here. We said, Troy again, Pace guys, Fields, JJ, EJ. What is EJ? What is that even? What are you even talking about? What is that?
I don't know what the EJ part is, but
Eddie Jackson? Eddie Jackson?
Oh, Eddie Jackson.
Yeah,
I think so.
must
Yeah.
be Eddie Jackson. Yeah.
Okay, then he said that's Pose guys. You know what I'm saying? Then we got my wife in here. What's going on? She said this is my favorite podcast. Appreciate the love.
Appreciate that.
Then we got Michael Churchill. What up, Michael? Packers could teach the Bears a thing or two. You know, right? We're gonna get into that.
Stop it.
Hey, no. They're a better ran organization, but we hate y'all guts.
But their organization.
I can't take away from ownership down. They somehow
they can develop offensive linemen. They can do a lot of things better than the Bears, man. But let's get into the next content piece right here. Go get this comment out the way. Go to the layout right here. Put this up here. Hold on. We're gonna get into Justin Fields' comments. What he said about the coaching, guys. So give us 1 second while we pull that up. This is what he said the first time. CJ, you want to read that, man?
Could be coaching. They're doing their job. When they are giving me what to look at, but at the end of the day, I can't be thinking about that when the game comes. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know, man.
Hold on. Before we get into that, we got this comment. I'm about to get you, buddy. Who are you? He said the Packers are my team if I live in Illinois.
Oh God.
That's the worst sin you can have. Like, hey man, that's totally disgusting, bro. Totally disgusting. But what you got to say about that? Because I got a lot to say about this. I got a lot.
Look, the fact of the matter is that we talked about this last week about the coaching and whatnot, and we just said that we don't feel like the coaches are putting Justin, in the position. Of course, he's going to play devil's advocate. He's going to stick up for his coaches. That's what you're supposed to do, PR. But at the end of the day, everybody can see what's going on. I mean, if you can't see it now, then something is wrong. The coaches are not putting him in the position. And really, what I'm thinking about is, who are you working with in the offseason to improve your game? You should be working out there with a coach who understands the system of what these guys are running. You can go to anybody in the offseason and improve your mechanics, but you have to also understand the system that you're in, and you have to have coaches who can also guide you to making the right decisions and understanding what they're running as far as the offense.
Go ahead, Phantom. I know you got something to say about this, man. Because I got something else to say.
I got a lot to say. First of all, bravo, my boy. Bravo. You stood up for yourself. I applaud you. Somebody needed to say it. Somebody needed to say it. It needed to be said. And it took a leader to say it. First of all, can we say that my man, before making this comment about his coaches, took accountability, saying that he needed to do better. He needed to work on his mechanics. He needed to do this. He took accountability and a credibility for what his flaws are and what mistakes he is making. But then at the same time, he added, yes, this coaching staff, they're not exactly coaching us the best. And it's clear as day to anybody that's there. The coaches don't know they don't know no identity, none, zero. We're not a running team. We're not a passing team. We're not a run play option team. What are we? Come on, Luke Getsy. Come on, Eberflus. What are we? This is year 2. What are we? What do you expect this boy to do? What do you want from him? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta coach. The good coaches coach to their players' strengths. They teach them how to work on their flaws, but they coach to their players' strengths, from quarterback to their lineman to wide receiver to tight end. They coach their players' strengths. They put their players in advantageous positions to succeed. The best position possible for us as a whole team and you as a player to succeed, to do the best that you can for us. And that is not being done. And whether that's them giving them too, I believe it is giving them too much to look at, because I don't think they know what the fuck they want to do. I don't think Eberflus and Getsy have no idea what they want to do.
I'm gonna say this, man.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. The flip side of you calling out your coaching staff, you better play better, bro. You got Kansas City coming up, you better play better. Because when you point one finger at one person, guess what they saying is you got two fingers coming back at you, right? So, Justin, even though you called out your coaching staff, I don't want to see no balls in the dirt. I don't want to see you missing wide receivers in the end zone. I don't want to see wide receivers clapping their hands to get the ball thrown in them when they're wide open. If you're going to call out somebody, you have to play better. It could be coaching, but he's not innocent in how he's played with missing layups. You judge a quarterback by 3rd and 2, 2 and 6. You know what I mean? 3rd and 7. Okay, he's not doing that. We're not talking about the complicated stuff. We're not talking about all that. We're talking about the simple things, bro. In order for everybody to evaluate him the way he needs to be evaluated as a quarterback, you can't miss layups. Wide receivers cannot be clapping their hands waiting for you to throw the ball, bro. That's an indictment on you, not the coaching staff. You cannot do that. You know what I'm saying, CJ?
I know exactly what you're saying. He has to see the field better. He has to get that vision and to understand and to know to fill the pocket and see what his teammates are doing. And again, it goes back to the offense. He has to understand the offense. He has to understand the routes. He has to understand all those things. When you look at, Baker Mayfield, with a lot of the balls that he threw it to where his receivers were going to be. We have not seen Justin do that. So he has to find that. If not, I'm going to tell you like this. the Bears are going to get rid of him. They can't get rid of him next year. I hope everybody understands and knows that he could be gone. So if he don't get it together, you know, we could be seeing that in the offseason.
All right, let's get to some more comments. Got people in the comment section. We got Isabella right here. So apparently we're a team that runs back-to-back terribly designed screens. We're a terribly designed screen team. That's Chicago's identity. Back to Phantom asking what type of team we are. We're a screen throwing team with no offensive line, without no wide receivers that can block, without tight ends that consistently block. She's absolutely correct. Then we got Marcel right here. What up, Marcel? He says, can he compute all the reads correctly? That's the question. You cannot. I repeat, you cannot call out anybody if you missing layups, bro. Nobody's gonna take you seriously. And Ryan Poles didn't draft you, bro. He did not draft you. He's building around Justin Fields. Look, he's building around draft capital. He got a 6-foot-something second-round undrafted backup quarterback. Let's pay attention. The Bears are trying to move to another stadium. Poles can say all this. I believe in Justin Fields. He's the future, but he didn't draft him. Every GM gets what? They get the opportunity to draft their quarterback. Don't matter how political Ryan Poles wants to be. Let's pay attention to what's going on. He has 2 first-round draft picks for the next 2 seasons. Am I right or wrong?
You're correct about that.
You know what I'm saying?
You are correct about that.
So let's just pay attention to what's really happening in front of our faces, because it's way too much. It's way too much confusion about this team and where it's headed. Now we all want Ryan Poles, we all want Justin Fields, and everybody to be on board, and everybody to be on one accord, but it's not happening. And everybody's job is on the line. That's why Fields probably called everybody out. If he called, some people don't think he called him out. I think he called his coaching staff. Everybody's job is on the line. You think Ryan Poles didn't set himself up for the next 2 years? Y'all don't think he did that, Bears fans? Come on, man. It's all about CYA. You know what CYA means? Cover your own ass. That's exactly what that means. So if it's up against me, against you, I'm keeping my job, and you losing your job, I'm going to have my job. You know what I'm saying, Phantom?
I get what you're saying, but I don't completely agree. I don't think Poles really covered his ass. You want to say that he's building around Fields? He did not draft Fields. You're completely correct in that. That was a pace thing. Pace. Yeah. He did not draft him, but in his first year, he decided to stick with him, and he decided to start building around him. And right away, he started building improperly around him. Improperly. 6 draft picks within his first 2 drafts. 6 of his draft picks have gone to offensive linemen. Only one of them is in the top is a first rounder, and only one of them should be a starter. Everybody else is cut material. We got our man that went down today, 5th round draft pick. You know what I mean? Mr. Bull Rush himself. Bull Rush will give up a sack or pressure. You know what I mean?
Mashed potatoes, man. Another mashed potatoes player.
I mean, bro. It has to start with that man right there, Poles. And you have to look at the whole picture. Screw the draft capital, because if you look at it, he don't draft well. His first year, he went and got Brisker and Gordon, when clearly there's holes that need to be filled first on both your lines. Both your lines are your first and foremost biggest weakness on both sides of the ball. That is where it needed to start, and he failed to invest there. Not only did he fail to invest in the draft, but he had 2 off seasons, both of which Pro Bowl linemen on both sides of the ball were available. He failed to even attempt to sign any of them. Now I get what a lot of people say. Good veterans aren't going to want to come here. You throw money at them, and you show that you are properly rebuilding a team around a good quarterback. Somebody's going to want to come, and he failed to do that. He failed to do it. He failed to give either line a leader, a star, and he failed to properly build around Fields, the guy who he decided to stick with. He could have drafted 2 quarterbacks in the first round. He could have drafted a quarterback in the first round of this draft. They don't want to. He's decided again to stick with Fields. He drafted a lineman.
Hold on, we're gonna get back to you, fella. Let's get to a comment, man. We got Troy right. He said Bears going 0-3 against the Chiefs, take it out the books. We already know that, bro. We know that already. We got Marcel right here saying, I'm no NFL QB, but you telling me he's getting flooded with info more than any other successful QB? He was supposed to be next. Supposed to be next. So go ahead, see, what do you think about this comment? You agree with this, man? Like, and what? He said you getting all the information. He said this. You're getting all the information, but when it's time to play, I don't care about that. Basically what he said. That lets you know what is going on inside this young man's mind. Either he can't process information or he's not listening to the information. Am I right? Well, CJ, what do you think about that, man?
I think it could be a little bit of both, but also, this goes back to when, what Phantom said is that they should have, dealt with the interior of both lines, and that is a fact, because if the interior of both lines is set and correct, then you focus on the outside, but at least your interior is intact, because that interior is your first protection. Think about that, your first protection. So if you're protected in the interior, the stuff outside the interior is protected as well, because you got a solid line on both sides. But going back into Justin, I just think that, he's going to defend his coaches. I get it. He's going to do that. But it seemed like he's not processing what's going on, or either he's not processing what's going on, or they're not guiding him to where he should be as far as his talent. Now, this is not Ryan Post. This is not Ryan Post's guy. This is not his quarterback. But at the same time, when you look at this class of quarterbacks, there was really nothing out here to catch the eye of Ryan Post as far as what he wanted to do moving forward. So when you look at the other quarterbacks who were drafted 1 and 2 and all that, there was no talent there. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, he's setting himself up for 2024. That's what this is about. You get DJ Moore, you get another draft pick. Now you got Caleb Williams, who could potentially come out. He could potentially be in the top 5 pick. It's all set up for this way. And I'm going to say it again. If Justin don't improve, they're going to trade him, and they're not going to get a high pick for him. They may get a 3rd or 4th round pick for him. So they're going to have to either figure it out, or he's going to go to the bench and they're going to put in the backup, and that's going to be it. There's nothing else to be said.
Yeah. And we got a couple of comments, but we're gonna touch on this particular content piece right here. Give me 1 second while I bring up these comments. We got Isabella again. He said he might not believe in the information being presented, nor the people presenting it. That does seem legit.
Thank you.
And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I said about him bringing up and calling out people have to understand is, if you call me out on anything, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it to you. You know what I'm gonna say? You know what, man? You're right, but you better prove me wrong if I'm wrong about you. You know what I'm saying? That I'm wrong about you. So Fields has to play better at the end of the day. That's the thing. He has to play better with the things that Fields can do. When he was playing against the Buccaneers, there was grass in front of him. Fields didn't run. There was wide receivers opens in front of him. He didn't throw the ball. There was meat on the bone, bro. Pause. That Justin Fields didn't take, and you cannot blame the O-line for that. So my only thing is to counter the information he's getting. Make layups, bro. Throw better passes, bro. And then you can put them on Front Street even more when you play better, to make Warren, who is the CEO, think twice about keeping you here and rather than getting rid of you. You have to do the basic stuff. So let's get into a couple more comments right here. We got Marcel that says Justin Fields makes the line look terrible when he got his helmet knocked off. I knew he didn't have pocket presence. Man,
what are you talking about? He's the most pressured QB in the league besides Joe Burrow. Since being drafted, no quarterback has been hit or pressured more than Joe Burrow. Besides Joe Burrow. Other than that, Justin Fields, number one.
And look, and everybody out here making excuses for Justin Fields, Tua is a concussion veteran, bro. Man getting his head knocked in his helmet, in his hand, bro. Getting destroyed, and he's still slinging that rock. So let's stop making excuses about Justin Fields and all his adversity when there's quarterbacks out here that's dealing with way more things that he's dealt with. Concussions, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that, bro.
Hold on, bro.
Want to hear it.
You brought up Tua. He's part of a more better ran organization at the moment.
Right.
They're
Does he
better.
miss layups?
They're better.
Does he
they're
miss
better built.
layups, bro? He's
had a better. He's had a better coach.
No, but
since being drafted, he's had a better coach to teach him anything that he's flawed in. A good coach covers up their players' flaws.
But what does that have to do with you making layups, bro? Nothing. A quarterback that's in high school can do that better than Justin Fields, bro. CJ Stroud just got to the NFL and he's already has 300 yards passing games, and Justin Fields hasn't had one of those yet his whole career. What are we talking about? He has to be better throwing the ball, making it simple plays, bro. That's simple and that's it. We're not saying that the offensive scheme don't work and Luke Gesky not putting him in a position to be great and everything like that in the O-line. That's agreeable. But Justin Fields as a natural, the most athletic quarterback we've seen run with the ball, has a cannon arm, has legs, cannot make simple throws. He cannot do it right now. Let's stop making it sound like it's just the offensive scheme. He has to be a better quarterback.
We've seen him be a better. We've seen him be a better quarterback. So what's now stopping him? There's got to be a disconnect.
It's a disconnect, and that's fine. It's a disconnect, and that's totally fine. That's fine. But you, as a quarterback, as a talent, your natural talent, the same kid that beat Trevor Lawrence in the quarterback competition, bruh, you have to be that talent. We're not seeing a natural talent. That's all I'm saying. We're not seeing it. We're not. That's all I'm saying. Let's just not make excuses for simple plays, easy plays. Can't do that, man. And I agree with you that the team has to put better pieces around him. Okay, what if there are better pieces around him and he's not delivering? Let's talk about that. It can't just be everybody else. When you throwing balls in the dirt, throwing pick sixes. One pick six he had last week against the Packers, that's on Luke Gesky, bro. That's on Luke. You shouldn't even throw that over there.
Yeah, I definitely see both of y'all. I definitely see both of y'all points, man. And Justin got the talent around him. He has to be willing to make those throws. He has to be willing to get out that pocket, and whether you run or you can run and throw the ball like you was doing last year. We've seen plenty of times when he scrambled and hit the open man, whether he was on the left side of the field, in the middle, or the right side of the field. So it's all about mentality from Justin. And I don't know who got in his head as far as him having to be this different type of quarterback. And that's what I was going to ask you guys. Has the media gotten to Justin's head to what they want him as far as being the quarterback they want him to be? Have they gotten in his head? Because I think they got into his head. I think so. I don't know what y'all think, but it's something going on with him mentally.
It is. Go ahead, fam. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, G. Go ahead, G.
It's the fact that expectations. I think expectations are coming to play. I think it's that number one. You know, when everything looks cool, when nobody's expecting you to win, nobody's expecting you to make that throw. Nobody's expecting you, the Chicago Bears, to be good. Nobody's expecting Justin Fields to have the fourth highest QBR from week 7 to week 17. Nobody expected him to rush for 1,100 yards, whatever he rushed for. Now that it's time for him to actually step up and be expected to win games, he's looking worse. So despite what the media is portraying about him and saying all this stuff, cream rises to the top, bro. Your natural talent should elevate you to where you should be to some extent without coaches. Some of the best players, the best coaches, some of the best quarterbacks probably make offenses look better than what they are. Teams better than what they are. You know what I mean? Everything is not going to be perfect. You know what I mean? But we got a comment, and Fenton, we're going to get to you after this comment right here. Then we're going to get you the last. Now you had that last piece, man. We got Isabella saying, what I'm seeing this year is him missing wide open wide receivers, and I don't mean missing them by overthrowing them. I mean he doesn't mean even effing see the wide open receivers, literally open receivers in busted coverage, and he doesn't even effing see them. That's all I'm saying, bro. What does that have to do with the play calling? What does that have to do? Because in your mind, naturally, you know that play. You know busted coverage. You should know when I should get rid of the ball. The fact that he's not even realizing pressure is breathing down his neck, and he's taking 4 sacks on his own. That is a Justin Fields problem. He's not seeing pressure. He's not seeing wide receivers. And look, that might be because the team is not building around him. But at the end of the day, your natural instinct should kick in, bro. As a football player and a quarterback, you've been doing this for so long. You got to make the layups, man. Great comment. But go ahead, Phantom.
Look, I'm not going to take anything away from Justin's flaws, okay? But again, I have to point out that everything that we're talking about right now has been in Justin's evaluation since draft time. This is all stuff that he's always had a problem. Even in college, he was a run first quarterback. Even in college, he had a problem going through his progressions, reading his offense. Okay, in college he was more of a 1-2 and then run. You know what I mean? Or 1-2 dump it off. You know what I mean? And that's been his play, and it's the same thing he does now. He fails to read cover. He fails to go through his progressions of his wide receivers well. He fails to see the field well. So a lot of that is on him. But again, a lot of that can go back to if he had been better prepared, better coached. This season, if you look at second half of last season and the first 2 games of this season, there's a huge difference in Justin Fields as a person, Justin Fields as a quarterback, Justin Fields as a leader. He's not running the same. He doesn't feel the ball. He doesn't feel the pressure the same. He's not even the same in the pocket. I feel like he was better in the pocket last season than he is this season. Okay?
I agree with that.
If we're being completely honest, again, take a step back, be unbiased. If you really look at it, the only people who are really hyping up this offense during the offseason were homers. Real analysts, real scouts were still saying, yo, Justin still hasn't taken the progressions needed to take that next step. And he's also missing some pieces around him. You know what I mean? All we did to put around him is we got him 1 wide receiver, 1 veteran starter offensive lineman, and we drafted another lineman. That's all we've done. Oh, my bad. And we secured Cole Kmet to an extension. That's all we've done.
Right.
So I feel like he's definitely. I feel like there's room to blame on him, but a lot of it has. They've gotten his head. It's not the media, like CJ said. I think it's more the coaching staff because they don't know what the hell to do with him. They don't know what the hell to do with the offense. They don't know who they are as an offense, who they are as a football team.
I agree, man. We're gonna get into some comments, man. He said Marcel right here saying, "Can we be honest? JF doesn't have the talent it takes to get to the elite level, purely based off what he's presented in 3 years. He has flashes, but he lacks consistency. With the QBs y'all naming, they put together good weeks of play." Yeah, and that's what a good quarterback does. And Justin, to his credit, he did that last season. We were in games because of Justin Fields last season. We were only in games because of Fields. I said that last season, but this isn't last season. This is this season, and it's not the same. And there's a number of things that's going wrong. And to be fair, it's everybody. But if we're going to break down blame and break down accountability, we're just talking about Justin's part. What Justin hasn't done as a quarterback to do the easy things. We get it, the O-line is not right. We get it, Geske's not doing this. We get that. But your talent of who you are shouldn't go down. You still should be that dog. especially when you got to make 3rd and 6 and 2 and 5 and these easy dump offs when guys are running across your face. That's a problem, bro. Because how are you going to get paid as a quarterback when they pull up your film of you just doing things that you should easily know how to do? Not the hard stuff. We talking about the easy stuff. But let's get into more of these comments, man. We got Marcel said, should he be benched if we lose in week 3? Nope. Next. Then we got Troy, the Great James from YouTube. Imagine Bears and Panthers got worse records. Bears get 1 and 2 draft picks next draft. It's possible, bro. Because Carolina's got what they 0-2, Phantom? They 0-2
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah. Yep. 0-2.
Hey, man, it's possible. But do we trust the organization we got now to pick the right guys? CJ, go ahead, man. That's the thing.
That's the point. And that's the point, man. Everybody getting so excited about these draft picks 1 and 2. I'm tired of seeing this shit. I'm tired of seeing every year that we go through the same shit and fans, we're going to get a top 2, top 3 pick. It don't mean shit if we're not in the damn Super Bowl winning. I'm tired of this, man. And as far as with Justin, it's a lack of confidence with him. You know what I'm saying? It's pressure, everything. And I think mostly it's the pressure. You know, he has to be that guy now. Last year, like G said, it was unexpected. He was playing. The confidence was there. Now, all this pressure's on you to be that guy to lead this team. And I just think he's cracking under pressure. But yeah, let's go to the next comment, man.
We got Troy from YouTube. What up, Troy, the Great James? Talking about Tank from Caleb Williams, man. We might not even have to tank to get him. And he's saying he might not even come out in the draft this year, bro. So let's keep it moving. We got a Packer fan in here saying, hey, Packer fan 1993. Y'all just lost to Atlanta by 1 point, so you won't have much room to talk about nobody's team. So be cool. Then we got Packer fan again. Hold on. Packer fan right here saying, I do
like Fields from a football fan. He has a lot of potential. I think coaching is an issue for sure. Going back to the Bears, when I think of the Chicago Bears, I always think of the monster defense.
That was so long ago. That was so long ago, man. That was so long ago, and it's time supposedly changed. The Bears supposed to change from a defensive-minded team to an offensive-minded team. But what did Ryan Poles do? Hire a defensive-minded coach. And that was
not even a coordinator. Not even a coordinator. He's a linebacker coach. He was a linebacker coach.
We got another comment from Izzy. She said, to be fair, his top 3 wide receivers have all had 1,000-yard seasons. So let's not act like he doesn't have decent targets. Man.
I guess she's talking about DJ Moore, Mooney, and Claypool.
Claypool ain't had 1,000-yard season
I guess.
In his career.
I don't know, but
Claypool ain't had I promise you, Claypool ain't. The closest he had to 1,000 yards was 800. That boy ain't had 1,000 yards his whole career.
He had 1,000 when Big Ben was on the team with the Steelers.
Promise you, he didn't.
He said no. Ben was like, he looking it up right now. He looking it up.
I promise you, I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
I bet you that bum ain't had no 1,000 yards, bro. That cut boy. Y'all know I'll be on his neck.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's get to some more comments, man. Packer fan, I guess they laughed at what I said. He says that we got Packer fan. Y'all need to get back to that. Look at the 49ers. Get back to what? Playing defense? We got to have the right person to pick the right players to have a dominant defense. Go ahead, Steve.
The only thing you Packer fans got to make sure is how long before Jordan Love starts making mistakes, because he's looking good right now, but how long he's going to start making mistakes when he plays against those good teams. Let's go to the next comment.
All right, we got William. What up, William? What's going on, bro? You say, will Bears compete with the Chiefs next game against Mahomes? What you guys see in the next game matchup? Man,
destruction.
You can kick it off, man. What you see in this matchup?
I see destruction, man. I see destruction from the Kansas City Chiefs. I see Patrick Mahomes just slinging the ball. I see Travis Kelce catching the ball. I just see their offense just being a well-tuned machine. They're going to show out. They're going to show out for sure.
Man, I think the matchup is going to be whatever Kansas City want, Kansas City is going to do. And we just got to pray that a lot of our guys don't get injured, man. I have no And we already did a pick 'em from like 3 months ago when we picked this game in a pick 'em schedule segment. Nobody picked the Bears to win this game. We're not dumb. We're not stupid. Doesn't matter if Walter Payton was on this team. We don't have Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on this team. We don't have Andy Reid. We don't have Chris Jones. We don't have none of that. We don't have any of this. Bears are going to get destroyed.
The only reason we ain't going to get blown out by more is because they don't have a good wide receiver core. But Travis Kelce's going to exploit the middle of the field, and he's going to exploit our linebacking core for their pass coverage, and he's going to have a monster game, and they're going to run up the middle of us, and then Chris Jones is going to beat the dog snot out of our offensive line. That man is going to manhandle it, bro. See, did you hear me talking to him about our offensive line? Do you know the state of our offensive line right now?
It's pretty bad. I can just tell you that.
Let me
go ahead and pull up the facts, big dog.
Let me tell you, dog. Let's see right here. We're starting Larry Borum at left tackle. We got Cody Whitehair at left guard. Guess who's guarding? Guess who's backing up him? Jatir Carter. And then we got a questionable Lucas Patrick for center. So we have a questionable center when we're already questionable at center and at guard as it is.
So we just got question marks everywhere, like we the Riddler, like we the Riddler from Batman or some shit.
The only two starters that are guaranteed for the game are Darnell Wright and Cody Whitehair.
Yeah, and look, people in the comment section, I see what y'all trying to do, but we not homers over here. We know the Bears are going to get their ass kicked. We know the Bears are not a good team. So when you say the Bears are losing Sunday, we know that. That doesn't hurt our feelings. We know that.
Look, and so y'all sitting there saying
right? Don't hurt our feelings. We don't come in here with our feelings. We come in here with passion. Whether me and my dog Phantom we gotta go back and forth, we still gonna get it in because that's just passion because we love our team. So don't ever get it twisted. Me and Phantom or C, we just going at each other. No, that's passion. We got Kalani L saying Caleb Williams, Shador Sanders, Quinn Ewers, anyone, but stay away from Buckeye QBs. They are always busting the NFL. Damn. Thought Justin Fields was the one, man.
Damn.
You next on the chopping block, CJ Stroud, because then he go to Ohio State.
He was a Buckeye.
Yeah.
Damn.
Look.
Let's get to some more comments real quick, man. We got Marcel saying, not sure about 1,000 yards, but we lying to ourselves if we saying he don't have 3 legit targets.
Marcel, you lying, cuz. You were lying, cuz. You blind. Slays Claypool, look. I pulled up the stats for CJ. Chase Claypool ain't been close to 1,000 yards other than, what is it? 873 yards his rookie season. Other than that, it's 860, 311, 140. Those are his receiving yards. Each year it's gone down. It has gone down. He has regressed every year.
That's what Isabella put. Yeah, I know it was close. I don't know if it was that, but I know it was pretty close. But anyway.
Man, thank y'all for coming through the comments, man. Y'all actually making this a show. I'm actually getting loose. I feel like I'm warming up around here, man. I done got a little warm or something. Let's go to the next comment, man. We got Michael Churchill again said 12 L's in a row. Packers good compared to the Bears. Bro, that's like comparing. I'm not even gonna say this, man. Let's move on to the
let me say this. Yo, the Lions are the best team in the division. That's all I'm gonna say. They're the best team in the division.
Best team in the division.
But first of all, hold on. Are you the kid from Stranger Things?
I'm done.
Why are you having Stranger Things in your photo?
I can't.
What are we doing?
I quit.
How old are you? How old are you?
I tapped. Moving on to the next.
Man.
God. It says last 7 Buckeye QBs, those 2 play for Urban Myers and Ryan Day are combined 18 and 47 NFL. Kalani, thank you for coming with the stats.
Thank you.
That's a hell of a start.
CNG Podcast, man. With a combined 60 touchdown passes and 62 interceptions. And there's a stat master right there. Hey, I'll let CJ on YouTube, Kalani, man. We might have to use you going forward on the show, man. We need them type of numbers. Thank you. So yeah,
For
the
sure.
Buckeye Ohio State quarterbacks suck, bro. You cannot beat those numbers right there, man. God damn.
That's bad. That's bad.
That
bad.
Yeah, that pretty much just tells you where the Bears is as an organization as far as scouting and understanding the information they're receiving from these college teams. That just shows you right there.
Right. Yeah, we got more comments, man. I love it. We got one more content talk piece to get to, but y'all can keep talking. We can keep going through these comments, man. We got Troy James saying after the Chiefs game, the Bears against the Broncos, Wilson will be an average QB Bears did to Baker Mayfield. What?
Baker Mayfield cooked us, bro.
Game. He definitely cooked us, and he was getting cracked. He was getting cracked and throwing them darts like that, man.
Look, man. Everybody want to talk about us. Look, we're terrible. We're terrible, and like Baker Mayfield, that game against the Bucs is a perfect indication of what better coaching and a coach who schemes to his quarterback and his players' strengths, as opposed to one who doesn't.
But he had to get there when Russell Wilson stopped. He told him stop kissing babies. You're not running for president, man. Out here kissing babies, man. Get back to football.
Oh yeah, if we're talking about Denver, that's a whole different situation.
Right.
Denver, I think honestly, Russell looks like he appears to be a product of one of those system players that he just excelled with Pete Carroll and a good organization at the time. Right. He does not seem to be doing nowhere near the same anything with Denver.
Right.
Hold on, we got some more comments coming in. Hold on. Somebody said Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Hold on, man. This dude funny, man. You talking about how old are you? He said when Kalani said how old are you? Laugh LMAO. Are you the kid from Stranger Things? I had to get him. That's one of my I can roast him whenever I want to.
I didn't know what that was. Yo, this is the response that he had for that picture. This is what he said.
That picture's from sixth grade.
That picture is from sixth grade. Never chance. That's the kid from Stranger Things, boy. What are you talking about? That's the one that don't have no teeth. Ain't that the little boy that ain't got no teeth, man?
I don't know, bro.
Dustin. His name was Dustin.
Let's get to Marcel, dog. Let's get to Marcel.
Yeah, get to Marcel, man.
Claypool is legit. Mooney is a burner. DJ Moore, enough said. Come on, man. Everybody can't get a Kelsey and a Cheetah, but he got carded. Marcel, I've been baking you all day, dog. Yo, you don't see the big picture.
In the group chat. In the group chat too.
You're not a big picture guy, my guy. You very narrow minded. You just see very slim. You see black, white. You don't see no gray. Claypool is not legit. He's had 6 years to show any legitimacy. He ain't legit. Mooney is at best a number 2, number 3 receiver. Okay, that's at best. I'm not asking for a Travis Kelce, a Hall of Famer. I'd be happy with an Adam Thielen. Somebody, come on, man. Just let's be real, dog. Like we have some targets. There's some DJ's the target, and so is
Thanks for the sub, bro.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for the sub, man. Hey, we appreciate the sub, Dustin from Stranger Things, man. We really appreciate you coming in and thinking we funny and subbing to the podcast, bro. You know, we could be humorous too, man. We do a lot over here, but that's not what this is really for. But glad to have you in here, bro. We'll see you next week against the Chiefs. Love the energy, man.
The Bears are famous for drafting Ohio quarterbacks.
You gotta laugh, dog. You gotta laugh for crying.
Bro, can we talk about Isabel's thing? Ohio quarterbacks, Matt Thompson. She brought up Craig Krenzel. Do y'all remember Craig Krenzel?
Yes.
Who the hell is Craig Krenzel?
Bro, he was that terrible backup. He was that really, really bad backup player.
Yes, I remember him, man.
Oh, God, he was terrible. He couldn't even back us up right. Oh, God, that was like a 7-11. That was a 7-11 quarterback.
Yo,
Y'all wilding in these comments, man. Y'all are wild in these comments, man.
Yo, we are, bruh. She said, "Where's 11? Where's 11?" You got to check in with Winona Ryder for being up this late. Yo, this is turning to comedy hour, man. Y'all are funny, bro. I didn't expect this episode to be this funny. It was a pretty bad day for the Bears. Justin Fields calling out the coaching staff. Braxton Jones, he went down. Allen Williams he quit, he resigned. And y'all coming in with this humor, bro. Y'all making the show. I ain't gonna even lie. This is fun, man. I promise you, I didn't expect this.
The comments are better than the actual what happened in the day today.
We got one more. Yeah, the comments on fire, man. I don't know how long we can keep this going, but man, we having a ball tonight. I will be watching the Packers, then the Bears, only to get a good laugh and the Packers beating the Saints. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? When the playback is over, when we finish this, I'm gonna screenshot that comment to you, find you on YouTube or wherever you at on your Twitter, your Instagram. I'm gonna send that to you when y'all lose, bro. Don't worry about it. I got you, Mike.
Said I'm dead with these comments.
Dead with these comments. Yeah, you better be. Let's get to the last piece of content, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, we didn't really touch on the Braxton Jones.
Yeah, we gotta touch on that. At least touch on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up right now, man. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Marcel, look, I'm about to roast you again, Marcel. I'm about to roast you again, Marcel. I'm so done with you, Marcel. I can't. You clearly don't see the big picture, Marcel. This man said Hurts, Jackson, Watson, etc. can all move the ball without a receiving core. I'm giving Justin Fields till about 0-5 before the backups start warming up. Marcel. Okay, I'm y'all want to take it first, or can I go first on Marcel?
Hey man, go
ahead, bro. I'm chilling, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Great time tonight, man.
We chilling. We just sitting there looking at y'all, man.
Marcel, I'm gonna break it down to you in order that you put it in, my guy. Jalen Hurts. Are you effing kidding me? Really? Has a Hall of Fame center. Had AJ Brown after in his second year. Has an offensive-minded head coach. And has a Pro Bowl left tackle too. He has a good line. And he has decent targets to throw to. He has it since he came into the league. Okay, so that's Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson. John Harbaugh made Joe Flacco look like an absolute bomb. So you don't think he can make Coach Lamar Jackson to his strengths even when there's, some pieces missing? Now, granted, Lamar Jackson ain't won nothing recently, but Lamar Jackson does still play well, and that is good coaching. You put Hurts or Lamar Jackson.
Look, Marcel, he really want to know. He put all these question marks. Look, how many question marks you gonna put up there, Marcel? How many question marks? He put 4 question marks. He really want to know. Who would you take, Jackson or Justin or JF?
Or Justin Fields?
Andy Jackson? Michael Jackson? Tito Jackson? What Jackson you talking about?
Marcel, it don't matter, my guy. It don't matter who's drafted into this position. If we could tank this year. We could tank this year and get Caleb Williams number 1. He's gonna suck in this system, in this position, in this organization. We could have drafted Mahomes with pace, and Poles could have inherited Mahomes, and Mahomes would still suck in this position. With this coaching staff, with this line, in this organization, Mahomes would suck. He would not put up half the numbers he does with the Chiefs. Same with Jalen Hurts. Same with Tua. Same with Lamar Jackson. And then you brought up Watson. Have you really looked at Watson play this year, my guy? He don't look like the Watson that was drafted, but in the first round. They look like they might have made a mistake tying their boat to.
He got you right there, Marcel. The guys that you named for us quarterbacks, they probably wouldn't be just as good, man. They wouldn't be as good as they are right now, man. There's no way.
So you taking Justin Fields over Mahomes? Got it.
It's definitely an organizational problem.
He said, give us your.
This guy.
The Packers losing, bro. That's all that matters, man. Packers losing. I don't care. Whatever. We got Isabella saying, look, we can draft Joe Montana. Look, we can draft Joe Montana with Michael Vick's legs and behind the offensive line and with that coaching staff, he wouldn't be able to do jack shit.
Thank you. Thank you, Isabella. Thank you, Isabella. That is my exact point. Exact what I was just telling Marcel. It don't matter who. It's not do I take Mahomes over Justin Fields. My point to you, Marcel, is this current regime, this organization ran from polls down is not fit for anybody to succeed. Nobody's going to succeed in this system. Nobody's going to succeed in this organization. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Look, this organization took a Pro Bowl quarterback who was a playoff quarterback in Jay Cutler and reduced him to a gunslinger on a shit team who did not do shit. He did not see a playoff game afterwards. I don't think he even saw a wild card game. This organization, the way it has been built over the past 20 years, has not set up its quarterbacks for success. So it don't matter who we draft, who we sign, until Kevin Warren and the McCaskies get their head out their rear ends and see that the moves that Poles and Eberflus are doing, it don't matter who's at the behind center, we're gonna lose.
We got some more comments, man. Hold on.
I can't pronounce his name.
Pagano John, he says having Andy Reid. Hold on, man. I mean, Andy Reid has a history of being a great coach because every quarterback he's gotten to, but he's had from Michael Vick to who else?
Donovan
McNabb.
Donovan McNabb. Michael. Yeah, he had a bunch of quarterbacks, man. So Andy Reid's that guy, man. I can't even lie, man. He's all-time coach, man. 2-time winning Super Bowl coach, man. We got Kalani again talking to Michael Churchill. Your team in a rough stretch until your running back is back 100%. Now that's facts. Healthy. Your pride is probably short-lived. Hey, until Buddy get back, Aaron Jones with a young quarterback, despite playing the Bears. Look, see, the Green Bay Packers got to realize y'all don't play the Bears 17 weeks straight. You understand that? So calm y'all hyper ass down about Jordan Love, bro. Next comment.
Right.
You think good quarterbacks don't go off script? Coaches give you guardrails. JF can't process the simple reads. Whew.
Next comment.
Man. She said, Isabella said, yo, that's facts right there. He never made the Pro Bowl again after sniffed 4,000 yards after the day he left Denver for Chicago. Man. Jay Cutler was out there. Wasn't he smoking cigarettes on the sideline? Man, I could have sworn I saw that man smoking cigarettes.
My man, they stressed him out so bad he was smoking a Newport 100 on the sideline.
Oh, man. All right, then we got, so y'all should take David Bakhtiari and give us Packers a draft pick. You done lost your damn mind. I want to give y'all a bus transfer.
When healthy, he's a great left tackle, but as of the past like 3-4 seasons, he can't stay healthy.
Right. All right, man. Let's get to this last talk piece, man. Y'all got us in here. I'm having a ball, but let's get to the last piece, man. Hold on. Great show, man. Man, y'all showed up for us tonight.
We appreciate y'all in these comments, man. We appreciate it.
So, for the 15th time, we're going to talk about Braxton Jones, man, before we get out of here. Look, he been getting his ass beat. I'm talking about getting his ass beat all season, man. Bull rushing them, knocking them down through the middle, and everything else, man. Doesn't make any type of sense. But my man Phantom been saying for the longest time that he's a 5th-round pick. He played good last year, but this ain't last year. Expectations, baby. Expectations. Go ahead, Phantom, man.
Man, even last year he was a bust on the bull rush, dog. That's been his MO since he came in. That man can't guard the bull rush for anything. He could. I don't know what to say. A 5th round draft pick is supposed to be your starting left tackle, and he's supposed to be the guy that guards your star quarterback's blind side. I don't see it. Braxton Jones ain't it, and now he's hurt. Hurt how? How are these offensive linemen getting hurt? They're not even getting hurt in game. I ain't seen one of our offensive linemen go down in game.
You know how you getting hurt?
Both legs.
Because when a defensive tackle bull rush him, they grabbing him by his weak ass neck and pushing his head all the way back like this.
I don't even think it happened in practice.
Like
I don't even think it happened in practice. I think the wind probably gussed up on his ass and blew him back a little bit, and he just probably got whiplash or something. I don't believe it was even contact drill. This boy is soft as Charmin. I'm done with him. All you gotta do is you saw what Vea did to him when they put him on the side. Vea was eating up the inside, and then they're like, you know what? Let's put Vea on the outside real quick. Embarrassed him. It's just another blow that we can't afford to lose. But honestly, it's like, is Larry Bourne much of a step back?
Wait. We got a couple of more people coming in here, man. Look, this what we covered. We covered Allen Williams gone. He resigned. If anybody just came in here, we covered Justin Fields talking about the coaching, man. We talked about that. He said it could be coaching, you know. And the fact that he said this, I can't be thinking about that when the game comes. That's the most indictment of I don't give a fuck about what you telling me from a quarterback I've ever heard. I've never heard a quarterback say, man, I don't get what y'all talking about, man. Nobody got time for this, man. This man said that. I can't be thinking about that when the game comes. Not one, that's the funniest shit I ever heard. 2, how does that correlate, or how does that go to an offensive coordinator that he might have be working with next season if they fire his staff? So when I give you information, you ain't gonna have time when I'm telling you next for the next, you know what I mean? Like, CJ, speak on that real quick, man.
I don't get it, man. I just you said it, G. I ain't got nothing else to say, bro. I just don't understand that. I really don't. But it's like
we got Steve in here, man. We got a couple. Yeah, we got more people came in. That's what I said. We had to come back and talk to you guys, man. Isabella, we're gonna start off with her saying Braxton is a turnstile. Honestly, I don't see how whoever's blocking him could be any worse. Man, it always can be worse. Don't say that. Please don't say that because it could get worse.
I don't know if it's
what up, Joey? He said, yo, I got to come in and jump in on this live, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. You're an OG CNG Podcast fan.
What's up, Joe?
It's about time. What up, Joe? Then we got Steve. He said, how many screenplays will Justin have this weekend? First of all, how many will he incomplete? That's the thing. I mean,
right.
The wide receivers not blocked for him. Yeah, it don't even care. Who's not going to block? It don't even matter. Well, he said, or should he say turnovers? Hey, Troy said non-football. Did y'all see the new Aquaman 2 trailer? Yeah, man. And I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by that dude, that big ass helmet on, that black dude in that helmet with his head. I'm good, bro. Gasky is not the guy for Fields.
Thank you, Joey.
I can agree. I can agree with that, Joe. I can agree with that. See, more than one thing could be right. It could be the wrong offensive coordinator. It could be Justin not making simple reads. A lot of things can be right. You know what I'm saying? 2 things, 4 things could be right. What up, Steve? He says you guys are great. Hey, man, you make us even better, bro.
Steve.
Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your comments, man. You know, we always looking out for you when you come in here. Michael Churchill talking about the Jets winning Sunday. What y'all think about Aaron Rodgers coming back? That's a good question, man. He finally asked something. What do you think about that, CJ or Phantom?
Phantom, go ahead.
Do you really think like he's gonna come back? The man's about 40 years old. He just tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Do you understand how much pressure a pocket quarterback puts on his Achilles when he's dropping back?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand how much pressure he puts on that when he's torquing his body, you know, going through his progressions? How much pressure he puts on it when he goes to take off for a scramble? That's a lot of pressure on a 40-year-old Achilles that's being repaired. I respect Aaron Rodgers. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He has owned us his entire career. as a team. Let's be real. But honestly, Aaron, I don't see you coming back. And if you do, I think it's not you're gonna be a shell of your former self, and you're gonna wish you would have retired because you're gonna leave a stain on your career.
He be smoking on mushrooms. He be taking mushrooms, psychedelics.
Bro, okay, so
that can't fix that Achilles though.
That can't fix it. But hold on, the mushrooms.
What crackheads y'all know? Hold on, what crackheads y'all know stay hurt? I done seen crackheads get hit by trucks in Chicago and get up right back up. He'll be all right, man.
Hold on. But you talk about him tripping on mushrooms and all that crazy psychedelic shit he's on. Did y'all hear about his rumored supposed method of healing?
No.
Did y'all hear? Oh Lord, y'all ain't ready for this. I don't think chat's ready for this. Y'all, this wild. Y'all talk about.
Tell it, man. Tell it.
This man said that he has read that there is a healing property that goes off when the sound that is made by the sound of two dolphins making love. Two dolphins making love make a sound that has healing properties. That's what that man said. That was one of his methods of therapy and rehabilitation. Dipping his ankle in a pool where some dolphins is making babies.
Every weed smoker, every crackhead gonna want to go to that location where he was at for that. That's all I can say.
Everybody gonna want to know who his dealer is.
Right.
Who's your plug? I need some of what you got. Oh my goodness.
Man, all these comments.
I said, what did they do in practice to get where they at today? Because how the hell can you not be in rhythm by now? I know what they were doing. They went to Giordano's, man. They over there eating, man. They not doing nothing in practice. These players ain't doing nothing in practice, bro. We might as well go back to Nagy's philosophy and figure out the whys. Put that on the blackboard instead of his principle. Let's figure out the whys.
Apparently, Nate Davis don't even practice. He got to be taken out for lunch and have everything handheld to him and explain the spoon fed to him with his big 300-pound self.
Man, he should have not to throw shade on anything. He should have been the guy for the whole Michael Orr movie. He that should have been him.
That big old Huggy Bear self, dog. Huggy Bear ass.
This is crazy.
Talking about he need things spoon fed to him. You just signed a $30 million contract. You are a grown man, Clarence. You better do something.
Man, I'm trying to pull these comments. My shit tweaking.
All right, let me get you the next
good one. For 3 snaps, 2 from center, 1 from his ankle. Damn.
Damn.
That's cold blooded right there.
I mean, I think that's all. But I think that's all he got this season.
We think about Trevor Lawrence this year.
In a better situation than our quarterback.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Pretty much.
That's all I can say. Right.
Happy for him. That's all I could really say. Hey, Joe, he been trolling. He been trolling the whole episode, bro. Funny. Whoever is funny some Stranger Things, man. He been trolling.
But hey, we embrace the trolling. We embrace it. It's all good.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Y'all, it bring another element to the show. Appreciate that, man. For real.
Kalani said he has flipper porn on his
ankle.
All
of our personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on. Right?
Oh, man.
He has flipper porn on his ankle.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Oh, my
People
God.
coming, man, because my shit tweaking.
CBD oil will heal him. LOL. A torn Achilles?
Hey, I ordered some CBD oil before, man. I don't know if that shit. I don't know if it worked. I don't know.
What is that like? The CBD oil is the new Vicks Vapor Rub. You just rub it on everything and it heals everything.
Yeah, you got a little droplet thing. You supposed to put it under your tongue and wait like 40 seconds or something crazy.
And it's gonna magically heal you.
It's supposed to heal social anxiety, emotional damage. It's supposed to heal everything that's wrong with you, make you feel like you're 20 years old again. It's crazy. Like, you got to get you some CBD oil. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Kalani said, I feel for DJ Moore, we can't get him the ball more than 2 or 3 times a game. I mean, we got him the ball 6 times last game.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen this game.
He had 100 yards. He had 100 yards.
Yeah, he had 100 yards. I gotta go back to work, guys. I'll catch up with you all later. Appreciate you.
All right,
Thanks,
Joy
Joey.
P.
Appreciate you, man.
Joy P.
Appreciate you, brother.
Troy said, what you think about Darnell Wright? Yo, I'm gonna let you start with that one.
Yo, he's been solid, bro.
Yeah, that's all.
Almost a bright spot, bro.
Yeah.
He's been the only bright spot on the line, dog. Like, okay, he's had a couple penalties, but he's a rookie. Let's pump the brakes. And he has gotten exposed a couple times, but in all fairness, he has nobody next to him to stop the double, to stop him from getting, to help double, a good pass rush on the edge. So you got to give Wright some leeway.
Oh, and shout out to Illa Beza for the stars, the 200 stars. I just saw that.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask you.
That's all love. And if anybody in here want to send us stars, man, we appreciate it. We won't ever, want to ask, but hey, we appreciate it, man. I be forgetting about that. We be having so much fun. People sending stars, I don't even be paying no attention.
Usually I'm on that,
really
man.
Are.
Usually I'm on that.
Yeah, you on it. What's wrong with you, Phantom? You supposed to be on that, man.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm feeling kind of feel this right now. I'm missing things.
Marcel got you off your game with that back and forth. Look, y'all been getting into it in this group chat since like 3:00 today, man.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's where all this is coming from. I'm wondering, what's going on?
I've been roasting Marcel all day.
Group chat, yeah.
I've been roasting Marcel all day because that boy, you talk about a homer that just locked in. That boy drank the Jesus juice.
If Phil doesn't perform, bringing in the backup and give him a chance, can't hurt.
I agree because if backup is going to process information quicker, throw the ball quicker, you know what I'm saying? Get out his hands faster. That started the basic, man. As soon as he throw that ball quicker to a spot with a nice anticipatory throw, a few times in a row, a nice couple of drives, it's a good night for Fields, man. Hate to say it, bro. I hate to say it.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good nights. It's gonna be good nights, Sayonara, and good luck on finding you a new home, man. But it won't be in Chicago. I can tell you that, man. Look at this, right?
He doing his rehab at SeaWorld. Hey, what's that show that come on? Is it HBO Max? The Boys. Remember this? That comic is weird. Anyway, never mind. What's the next comment, man?
Or at least he won't feel it. Maybe eat some gummies.
Man, this show turned to an hour and a half, bro. Y'all really carried this show.
Who y'all think
Steve was saying
this
show probably gonna be 40, 45 minutes tops.
Michael said, "Who we think going to the Super Bowl?" Too early to tell.
Kind of early, man. You know what?
It's a little early.
You know what, Mike? I'm gonna say Dallas in the NFC, bro. I like that. I like that defense, bro. I like Dallas. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm gonna say Dallas in the AFC. I can't tell. I can't see the AFC. It's so many teams. I like that Dallas team, bro. I like that defense.
If I'm being honest with you, it's just too early to tell. This so far, the beginning of this season has been so unpredictable. Teams that you thought were going to succeed have not succeeded. Come on now. We got Atlanta being 2-0. Who thought that was going to happen? Who thought Washington was going to be 2-0? Who thought that was going to happen? Nobody.
Right.
Denver's 0-2. Nobody thought that was going to happen.
Is Ryan Pace connected to the Atlanta Falcons?
I'm not. I'm gonna have to do some homework on that one. Yeah,
people coming in with the Super Bowl picks. We got people coming in with the Super Bowl picks, CJ.
San Francisco versus AS. San Fran is a good pick. Man, as long as they can stay healthy.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. San Fran, I definitely got to put them up there for sure. 49ers and Ravens.
They just lost a key player at I think running back, and Odell's out too. So, can they stay healthy? Same thing. That's the same thing with Miami. If Tua stays healthy, and that line stays healthy, that's a playoff team, bro.
Yeah, we seen it. We seen it for sure.
They have an opening on defense now? Maybe you guys can take over. The Shy Bulls podcast in the building.
Shy Bulls podcast. What's going on?
What up, bro? What's going on, family? And that's our family right there, boy.
Isn't that Bobby in there?
Y'all this season for the Bulls, boy.
Yeah, man. If y'all any Bulls fans, man, y'all go check them out. They do Bulls all season long, all off season. Go check them out on YouTube.
But I'm glad somebody brought up San Francisco because, and gee, this is something I wanted to ask you when we were talking earlier, and I think now that we've been talking about Justin enough. Trey Lance and Brock Purdy were both brought in around the same time Justin was brought into the league. You're muted, G. G, you're muted. But okay. So it's like my question to you guys both is, if Justin were to have gone to San Fran as opposed to us, with those weapons, with that coaching staff, do you think he's the same Justin Fields we see here in Chicago year 3?
No, Justin Fields will be a way different quarterback, bro. Even with the misses he make, because the team is so much better built around him, the team is better. So his flaws will be covered up so much better. And the quarterback gets to grow because the defense is stout. The play calling is stout. The running game is stout. Like, everything is built around the quarterback. If he makes a mistake, it's okay, bro. We're going to keep chugging. There's depth at the defensive positions. There's depth at the offensive positions. There's depth everywhere on that San Francisco 49ers team. They're so good. They've been dodging that basement of being irrelevant for like 5 years, bro, because they keep losing quarterbacks. So the fact that they can keep on taking a hit and keep going, that organization is top notch, man. Despite them not winning the Super Bowl, but they keep staying one of the top teams in the NFC. That defense and finding Brock Purdy, in the 7th round, Justin Fields will be a way different quarterback, bro, to answer your question, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it basically goes back to the organization. The organization has put great coaching around those players on both sides. So, it goes back to how organization is ran. Organizations running brands, that's important. We got to remember that. When you look at the Bears, you see so much undecisive from coaches, from on down. So that's why the Bears are in this dilemma that they are in right now. Just look at the signings that they've done over the last 2 years. I mean, can you say that you're proud to have any of these coaches on this Bears team? No.
Exactly. We got Michael Shy Bulls. What was it? Marcel come in. Justin Fields, Les Bears versus Chiefs in Super Bowl. Marcel, we just gonna skip you. Really? Come on, man.
Man, y'all gonna be going. I can tell y'all gonna be going at it for the next couple of days. But it's all.
Shy Bulls podcast, a crazy day for the Bears, bruh.
Yes.
Understatement.
Crazy, for real.
Michael said Packers or 49ers versus Dolphins going to the Super Bowl. Michael, quit being a homer. The Packers ain't going to the Super Bowl, cuz. It's not happening.
Sorry, bro.
You are 1-1. You are not 2-0. You did not blow anybody out. You barely you could barely keep up with Atlanta.
Right, Michael. Let me tell you something.
Your bedtime.
Right, let me tell you something too, man. Way past your bedtime. So I'm gonna tell you this so you can go to bed. They're not gonna beat the Cowboys. They're not gonna beat the 49ers. Hell, they're not gonna even beat the Lions. So it's like, man, just we're gonna give y'all 1 year to develop, and then next year we can have the same conversation.
Steve says something happened. Justin was a great quarterback in college, and now he's scared for his life. It looks like what happened.
It's just him cracking under pressure, man. The pressure is getting to him. Now he's feeling like he has to put the whole team on his back because they're expecting him to win. And when you can't win, and when you're having problems to make the throws and all that's coming together, you can tell it's a mental thing with him. He got to get that confidence back, and right now he don't have it.
Man, what up, Seth? Man, y'all coming in a little bit late, man. Y'all making this show almost 2 hours. What up, Seth? Bring his comment up there for me, somebody.
Yeah, boy. It's
Seth, how's it going?
Man, you know it ain't a show without Seth in here, man. What's up, bro?
Isabella said when Peanut Tillman shows up at Hallis Hall with a search warrant, it's not our year. Oh, Lord.
Ooh.
That's the nuclear comment right there. I don't even want to touch that.
We're gonna need that comment up there so G can do his thing with that one. Oh man.
We're gonna put that up there. Y'all know I make them fan chat reels, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely going up on the reel for the page tomorrow.
With Michael said within 3 years they're going to the Michael. Boy,
all right.
Do y'all want to talk to Michael? Should I talk to Michael?
Yeah, if I was on YouTube, man, holla at Michael if you're on YouTube in the chat, man. Just talk to him for real.
Yeah, Michael, hit me up on Facebook, dog. I'm gonna have to break it. I'm gonna have to break the news to you, bro. You like
Facebook is for grown folks. Facebook is a grown folks app. You hear that, you little young whippersnapper? You hear me? It's for grown folks.
Go ask your parents to sign off on you making you an account, man. You know what I mean? Make sure they got the parental lock on and everything. You feel me?
Yeah. Man, Seth said, yeah, he just got off of work. We need supporter badges. That's a good idea.
Bro, Seth, they're gonna get it, bro. They're almost at 1,000 followers. The CNG podcast is gonna get that, man. That's why everybody that's coming in on Facebook, man, make sure whether you guys are coming in live,
please like and follow
off stream, like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share. And when you share, most importantly, when you share publicly to your news feed. That is the only way that this podcast truly gets out to the masses. That is the only way that Facebook will truly push this podcast and give this podcast the true push in the algorithm that it deserves. You have to share it publicly to your news feed, unrestricted.
Y'all heard the man.
Facts. Yeah, and we here all season. Shout out to Kalani. Shout out to Michael. Hey, man, this all season, bro. We do a lot of content. We got Marvel stuff. We got fantasy football by CJ. We got NBA fantasy basketball by CJ. I do the Cubs show, and we do a Marvel show. We got Loki season 2 coming up. We got a reaction trailer that we already did. The Marvels, bro. We do everything, bro. So this ain't just football. We got a lot of other things that we got going on right now, man. So you could just pick your poison. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Okay, Steve, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Lonnie said, Michael Churchill, maybe you make better predictions when it comes to college sports. You root for Wisconsin's basketball.
Yeah, they're going back and forth in the chat, man. Oh, man. Hold on, let me go back up here to see what... I don't know, man. Let's keep on. Let's go back up here and see what Seth just said. So I'll keep sharing
the shit out of everything.
Appreciate you, Seth. You're a real one for that. Appreciate you, man.
Michael said, anyone a Cubs fan? Bro. Oh Lord, Michael.
Ooh, we got a lot of comments. Yeah,
that's like I can tell you a Cubs fan and a Packers fan. Oh Lord, so you just got all kinds of
I'm a Cubs fan. G Walker's the Cubs fan, man. You know, so.
Oh, G, like tell me it ain't so, G.
Man, when G told me that, I couldn't believe it.
You see the page, bro. I'm a Chicago.
I know. I could have believed it. I just couldn't believe it.
I thought I was. What's the kid name for Rookie of the Year? Ronan Griner, boy with that white jersey, that Cubs white jersey. Hey, I fell in love. Boy, I've been a Cubs fan ever since then. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Goddammit.
I couldn't do it. 100 and over a century of losing. I couldn't do it.
Appreciate you, Steve, for sharing it to your feed. Appreciate you, Steve.
When they was losing all them Cubs games, bro. I came around.
I don't watch
when it was Kerry Wood. You know what I'm saying? Zambrano, You know what I'm saying? Sammy Sosa, who's a white guy now.
Yo, Sobrano, that dude used to want to fight everybody.
Baez, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
not to interrupt y'all, but look what Seth just said, man. Look at that.
Damn.
I've looked it up. You guys are 2,500 out of 7,000 podcasts. Let's go.
Clip that.
I just clipped it.
Not everything, no Blackhawks, no White Sox. Kalani said, I'll be back. This channel is way better than the other Bears channels I've come across. Kalani, you a goat. Michael said, but that's a good thing because
pull that up. I'm gonna clip that too.
Which one is that one?
I'm gonna clip that too.
Kalani.
Kalani saying this channel was way better than the other Bears channels I've come across.
Appreciate you, Kalani. Appreciate you. Hold on, Isabella. Wait a minute now. Now we may not do the White Sox, but I will be doing the Blackhawks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CJ got the Blackout show. Y'all gotta go on our Facebook page. Look, Marvel content, Cubs EPs, Blackhawks content. It's all on there. Everything is on there. CJ does NBA fantasy basketball. I'm gonna be doing that with him. He does his own NFL fantasy show. He does that, and I produce that with him. Yo,
that's all on Facebook, y'all.
Man.
It will be on Facebook and on YouTube. Facebook and YouTube.
And on YouTube,
so,
man.
And don't forget to check out their Twitter as well, man. They got a Twitter too.
Yeah, I got
X.
And coming soon, y'all see this right here? Yeah, coming soon. Y'all gonna be getting all this stuff right here, baby. Let's go.
But that's a good thing. The Cubs are used to being losing. Okay.
Kalani coming at Michael again. Said, Michael, you should get into
Mark
college
Grace,
sports.
Ryan Sandberg. Yeah,
that's my advice because you're a bit off base in your NFL takes.
Yeah, he's a little young. I could tell he's a little green. So you got probably give him a little bit of a break.
I can't even call Michael a homer because he's a Packer fan in Illinois. He's a traitor.
Ooh, man, like they don't be messing with you at school when you go to school, high school, college. They don't be messing with you for that.
Oh, you know he don't say that out loud.
Man. Look, he down with CNG, man. That's my little homie, man. We got his back.
He don't advertise that at school.
Oh man,
he a closet Packer fan.
Yeah, I'm loving these comments, you guys. I'm really loving these comments.
Craig Rowson just came up in here and said, yo, my guys. What up, Craig?
Hey, what is going on? Looks like this is going to be a 2-hour show.
Hey, man, listen, bro. Look, we're going to go through everything real quick because you want to know him, man. My wife telling me to get my ass off this live, and I ain't getting off. I'm not doing it. I don't care. But let's go through the stuff that you missed, Craig. Hold on one second.
Oh my God.
Now, Craig, you came in, you missed this right here. You know, Allen Williams is gone. You missed that part. We missed this part about Justin talking about the coaching, which it probably is, but he's part of the fault too. Then we got Braxton Jones. He's out, man. He's not gonna be playing. So you missed that. We talked about that. And then we got Justin Fields being a coward and back walking from his words that he said the first time. I'm not blaming anything on the coaches. Shut up.
Yeah, man. Whatever, and pretty much whatever you didn't catch, man, we will be having a playback on. So hey, go check out the playback. Go show us some love on the playback. We'll be in the comment section.
Man, this day's just. Can we just say this day's been crazy as a Bears fan, as an organization. Period. Like from top to bottom, it's been nuts, man. It's been nuts. Oh, we ain't even covered the fact. CJ, did y'all know I had to break it to G? We ain't even got 3 quarterbacks no more.
Yeah, we
cut Peterman.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that today, man. So we down to 2 quarterbacks. Yeah. And our injury report for coming into this week, not good. Lucas Patrick, our starting center, questionable. Darnell Mooney still questionable. Eddie Jackson still questionable. Not looking good. We're not going into this Kansas City game healthy at all.
on either side of the ball.
Yo, we got stars alert. Can anybody tell me how much those stars are? Just got an alert that we got stars.
300 stars, 300 stars.
Appreciate you, Craig.
Beautiful person, Craig.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Craig. And Craig, a Cubs fan like me, so guess what, Craig? I got the Cubs EP loading on Friday morning. I'm ready, boy. We gonna get it in.
Peterman gone, but the question is why? That's a good question. Because with all these dudes dropping on the offensive line, can we talk about the fact that Poles hasn't made a move to bring in another offensive lineman? Not
He
one.
ran out, bro.
He promoted one from the practice squad. But there was a guard available, a guard that has previously started in the league, has not been too bad, that recently signed with that was a free agent and recently signed with the Vikings instead. Poles could have made a run at him. Now Braxton Jones is injured. What is it? The former Dallas Cowboys left tackle that just got released by Cincinnati. Lyle Collins? If he can pass, if he can pass the physical, we need to make a run at him.
We need to do something. What happens if both quarterbacks get hurt and who's feeling a serious question?
Well, typically in football,
we're taking, Mike. Mike, look, we're not gonna. We take it, man. Dang, you understand? We take it, bro.
No, Mike. Real talk though. In football, if in the middle of a game, you have 2 or 3 quarterbacks, and if you get injured, all 2 or 3 quarterbacks, they typically try to put in like the punter, the kicker, a running back, somebody that has some kind of experience throwing the ball. If not, they pretty much just call the game. They pretty much surrender.
Hold on, man. We got one of my family members in here that said, "Yo, nephew, y'all keep up the good work, man." Hey, shout out to my uncle, man. He came through in the chat. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. That man been around me my whole life. Showed me a lot of things. Taught me a lot, man. How to be a man. How to deal with tough situations. So shout out to my uncle. Hey, man.
Appreciate you
coming in the chat, man.
Shout out. Don't you
saved my life one time before, man. Saved my life. I'll never forget it, bro. You know what I'm talking about. It was crazy.
As Isabella said, puncher historically comes in at QB. Yep, just like I said.
Yeah.
Unless you're the 85 Bears, then you have a quarterback a running back who's the only running back in history to throw 2 touchdown passes ever. AKA the greatest running back ever. I don't care what you say. That's not even me being a homer.
Facts.
They do the best work. Best Bears podcast, hands down. Y'all just so nice.
Y'all very, very nice.
Hey, man. Hey, we appreciate it, man, for real. Because I just really got on social media last season. This my set. Like, I wasn't a social media person, but I love business. I love a challenge. And my man C found me, man, and that's what y'all see. CJ's been working that YouTube page. He needed somebody to blow up that Facebook page. And hey, I was right there. I said, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. This is what my background is, making things pop. And we've been rocking ever since, man. So, hey, me and my boy work good together, man. This is nothing without him, man. And shout out to Phantom coming on. Been the most stable, stable third party of our show, bro. We done had 3-4 people that we tried to work with and it didn't work out, bro. So the fact that my man Phantom, bro, this show ain't the same without you, bro. You add so much to us. Hey,
I appreciate you guys having me, man.
So, yeah. So,
this is what a real team looks like.
William, so you guys on point always. Much
time.
love.
Yeah. Chicago Bears, y'all need to be watching, man, because CNG Podcast, this is what a real team looks like. All the work we do,
right.
All the work we do, yo, this is what a real team looks like.
Somebody saying, go ahead and share this to Kevin Warren, you know what I mean? So he can go ahead and, maybe get some ideas in his head, you know what I mean? Maybe open his eyes a little bit to the situation going on in front of him. Hell, send it to me,
I don't know if I'm letting Poles pick a quarterback, bro. It's going to have to be damn near a Hall of Famer that's that number one. If it's anybody else that's like, he's a project guy, he ain't improving, and I'm kind of nervous about Poles picking a quarterback, man. I ain't gonna even lie, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If you take a step back, look at Poles' whole body of work. If we're talking baseball, if he was a hitter, you sit him because his hits and miss ratio terrible. If he was an NBA shooter, you would stop letting him shoot the ball and you would sit him because
his ass would be on the bench.
Because his make to miss ratio is terrible. Come on now. I said it before earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Six offensive linemen drafted. How many of them are good? How many of them have made the Pro Bowl?
Right.
How many of them are even starters? Braxton Jones is a starter, but we know we've all said it. He's injured today, but he shouldn't have been a starter to begin with.
Right. Appreciate yourself for that comment.
And if anybody that's in here, if anybody's in here that's never followed us before or liked our stuff, man, this is us right here, man. Follow us on Facebook, like us, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter. Hey, that's where we at, man. We've been at it for a while, and the fan base is growing. We pour a lot of love into this. We pour a lot of passion into it. Don't think that I was just yelling at my partner down there. That's me as a Bears fan.
Right.
You ain't seen me in person. I am out of control. I'm just passionate. And I'll do anything for these guys, man. So that's how we're going to be, man. These are my brothers right here. So this is how we rock. We just passionate fans, man, at the end of the day. Because Phantom hit me up anytime during the day, and he just be like, G, you seen this? G, you seen that? I'd be like, I ain't seen that. And we'll be talking all day. So between CJ, I'm calling CJ all day, and then Phantom hit me up. We're a real crew, man, and we really enjoy working with each other.
We cover all aspects of Bears football, all aspects.
Yeah.
As soon as we see a rumor, we message each other. Y'all know about this?
Yeah,
for sure,
soon as we see something, and today, as y'all seen, we unfortunately we seen a lot. None of it was good.
Because to be honest, man, to everybody in here, we weren't even gonna do a live show. Because I'm like, I hit up CJ like, you know what, bro? Let's just do a couple of reels, little videos about Justin saying this off camera. Then here come Alan Williams with the mega bomb. I'm like, bro, this really enough for episode right now. We gonna have to go live tonight. We can't leave the people out there without an episode, man. So
duty calls, man.
And you know what we didn't even touch on? How long has Alan Williams been sitting on these health issues? I feel like he's known about them for longer than just the beginning of this season.
Right.
I feel like if you was,
but
if
you know what? Hold on.
Issues,
you know what though? You got to blame the organization and the media, because we didn't even know that Nate Davis was dealing with family death in his family, and the fan base destroyed that man, bro. Everybody called him lazy this and lazy that, and they had the opportunity to say he's dealing with personal issues, family issues. Somebody died, so he's going to need time, bro. They let the whole fan base know anything about that man. So here we go again, not knowing what's going on with. It's none of our business, but you want to let the fan base kind of know what's going on and just not leave up for debate. But see, that's business. That's tactics. That's them getting the buzz and building up some hype and some propaganda, probably for no damn reason, bro. And that's wrong.
All that is them trying to get clickbait for them to get more attention on their sites and on their publications and get more attention on their stuff without really, and it's one-handed, one-sided, one view of a situation. You ain't even look at the whole situation. You didn't even dig in and try to reach for the facts at all. You just assumed something. Now, does the death in the family excuse the whole offseason? No, but that definitely gives him an excuse for last game. Last game was not his fault. He was, you know what I mean? He had to go deal with a funeral. That's reasonable for anybody. You have a death in your family, you want to go pay your respects and say goodbye. Now, the question is, can he come back and can he start producing as a starting guard should? And can he start living up to that contract that we signed with you?
That's a good question before we wrap it up, man. Can these guys actually come back once they get healthy? And I know we mentioned it the last show, but can they actually come back once they get healthy and turn this season around at least to get to at least 6 or 7 wins.
As it's looking, we'll be lucky if we get 5.
Man, we about to be picking 1 and 3, bro. With Ryan Poles at the helm, picking the groceries again.
That's scary, dude.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous because you have to build the team, like you're saying, around the quarterback's strengths. And if they was really invested in it feels like they should have been, they would have did that, man. So it's like, we gotta. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Yeah, we have
still
to.
Need so much.
Think,
170 million.
Yeah,
we haven't set a foundation down for any quarterback to come in and be successful. So it doesn't matter if we tank this season and we go out and we get the number 1 draft pick and we pick Caleb Williams after he wins a Heisman. It don't matter. Look at the Browns. The Browns picked Baker Mayfield after he won a Heisman. What happened? Didn't Jamarcus Russell win a Heisman?
Yep.
And he's been one of the biggest busts of the NFL. It don't matter necessarily what you do in college. It's how you adapt to the NFL game. And that is in large part due to the amount of work that you put in the offseason by yourself. And we at least heard Justin attempt to put in some work on the offseason by himself. But the second part of that is, and a large part of that is, the leadership around you. And that lacks in this organization. That lacks from general manager to the coaching staff. We have no foundation for anybody to come in and be successful. It don't matter if Kansas City said today, you know what? We're tired of Patrick Mahomes winning all damn time. Here, take him. Patrick Mahomes ain't going to come in and look Super Bowl Patty Mahomes. Jalen Hurts ain't going to come in here and look like Super Bowl Jalen Hurts. It's not going to happen. We don't have the foundation for it. Coaching staff, coordinators, offensive linemen, nothing.
Hey, man. Hey, Phantom said it all right there. Ain't nothing more I can say.
We got about 4 more minutes, guys, and we're going to get up out of here, man. So bring your comments. We got about 4 more minutes, and we're going to end this thing. You should ask yourself, would you rather have Brock Purdy or Jamarcus Russell?
Give me Brock Purdy all day.
Yeah. Give me Brock Purdy.
I'll take the 7th round gem over the Heisman bust.
Yeah.
For sure.
I have to agree.
Yo, Don Munoz and Craig, man, I appreciate you guys for the love, man. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys in these comments, man.
The right third person, boy. Woo. Man, it was getting that third person. It's tough. And you got to get people that want to be a part of something, man, because people got egos and people get weird and think they're supposed to talk and all the time. It's not easy building a team. You really it got to be organic. It got to be real. It got to be guys that care about each other. Can't be no just forced situation, man. They got to be real and natural because it's gonna fall apart if it's not, man. So Phantom, he's definitely CNG. It might say CNG because of the brand, this logo, but he's definitely CNG, straight up, through and through.
Yo, Kalani said, great show. You guys are winning fans. Yo, Kalani, you're a winner with the comments.
Yeah, you've been big in these comments tonight for sure. And the fact that you're coming from YouTube, that's even better. So we appreciate you for that.
Craig said, oh, this is a good question by Craig. Oh, Lord. Do you think Poles would trade the number 1 pick again if we got it?
I'm gonna say this. I hope not. I hope not. And really, we have to look at Poles' contract to see how many more years he got left on his team. Because I think Mr. Warner can end up letting him go. And I hope if this continues, that that's the case.
Go ahead, G.
One more minute. One more minute, man. One more minute, guys. Great show, man. We didn't think this show was gonna be this long. I promise you. 45 minutes top. That was all I thought we was gonna do. Real.
Yo, Craig.
Really
I have to answer your question though. Do you trust Poles to either draft a player or to trade that draft pick? Do you trust Poles to do anything with that draft pick, sign or trade?
That's his answer.
Craig said no. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Well, thank you for not having the homer blinders on, bro. Thank you.
Well, with that being said, we're about to get ready to get up on out of here. We appreciate everybody with the comments from Facebook. We appreciate everybody from the comments on YouTube. And G, you got anything you want to add, bro? And the stars as well.
You know what, man? I was trying to click on everybody's layout right here, but I got it, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We weren't going to do a pregame. We were just going to do a postgame for the Kansas City Chiefs game. This ended up being our pregame show. So, man, it ended up working out. Unfortunately, the way the Bears are playing and all this stuff going on, it kind of gave us a episode. So that's it. That's it for me. We'll see you guys Sunday after the Bears versus Chiefs, and we'll get into it. Hopefully we don't get blown out by 7 million points. Go ahead, Phantom.
Guys, if you haven't seen it already, go back and look through the EP. We had a lot of fun, but it's a dark day as a Bears fan. And this coming weekend, we got a tough outing. So all I can really say is much love to everybody. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the love. And really, bear down in every way possible. Bear down.
All right, y'all, bear down. Like Phantom said, great show. Hopefully see you guys back here on Sunday. I ain't got nothing more to say, man. Let's hit us out with this outro. Let's get up out of here. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.